Have you ever wondered why some women instantly earn respect the moment they walk into a room? It's not about looks, it's not about charm, it's something far more powerful. Certain behaviors, small, subtle, and beautiful, can make a man admire, trust, and respect you in ways you never imagined. Today, I'm going to reveal 7 of these behaviors. By the end of this speech, you'll know exactly how to carry yourself so that respect becomes effortless. Pay close attention, because these are life-changing and they work every single time. Have you ever noticed how some people enter a room and suddenly the energy shifts? It's not about what they're wearing, it's not about how loudly they speak, and it's certainly not about trying to impress anyone. It's something deeper, something quiet yet undeniably powerful. That is the power of carrying yourself with confidence. The kind that doesn't need to announce itself, the kind that's calm, steady, and unshakable. True confidence isn't loud, it doesn't seek validation. It simply exists, and it makes others take notice. When a woman carries herself this way, men instinctively respect her. They sense that she knows her worth, that she values herself, and that she won't settle for less than she deserves. Confidence begins with knowing who you are. It begins with looking in the mirror and acknowledging not just your strengths, but also the areas where you are growing. It's about owning your story without apology. Every woman has faced moments of doubt, moments when she wondered if she was enough, and yet those who cultivate true confidence rise above those insecurities. They understand that respect starts from within. When you carry yourself with quiet assurance, you send a message without uttering a single word. I am grounded. I am capable. I am worthy. And men notice that almost immediately. But this confidence isn't about perfection. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about embracing who you are in every moment, flaws and all, and stepping forward anyway. It's about walking into a room and holding your head high, even if your heart is racing, because you know that your presence matters. Men respect women who can navigate life with poise, who can stay composed when situations get messy, and who don't crumble under pressure. They respect the woman who doesn't over-explain herself, who doesn't beg for approval, but who quietly knows her value and lets it shine naturally. Confidence also shows in the way you speak, the way you move, and the energy you carry. It's in the steady gaze, the slow, deliberate gestures, the calmness in your voice that communicates you are fully in control of your life. There's a magnetic quality to this type of presence, a subtle force that draws people in and demands respect without demanding attention. Men can feel it, even if they can't quite put their finger on why they're drawn to it. They respect a woman who doesn't chase, who doesn't perform, but who simply exists fully herself. And here's the thing, confidence is contagious. When you carry yourself with poise, others around you begin to mirror it. Your energy sets a standard, and people adjust to it. Men, in particular, respect women who create their own space in the world without stepping on anyone else, who lead by example simply by being authentic. This isn't about arrogance or pride, it's about self-assurance. It's about the quiet power that comes from living in alignment with your truth, no matter what anyone else thinks. So, carry yourself with confidence. Stand tall, speak with intention, move with grace. Own your worth quietly, but unmistakably. Men will notice, respect will follow, and you will begin to experience the effortless authority that comes from truly believing in yourself. And remember, this respect is not demanded, it's earned, and it begins the moment you choose to honor yourself. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful ways a woman can earn respect, and yet so many of us shy away from it because we fear conflict, rejection, or being misunderstood. But the truth is, respect begins the moment you respect yourself. When you clearly define what you will accept and what you will not, you send a message that your time, energy, and well-being are valuable. Men notice this immediately. They sense strength in a woman who doesn't allow herself to be walked over, who doesn't bend endlessly to please others, and who stands firm in her principles without apology. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about creating a space where mutual respect can thrive. Many women think that saying no might make them seem difficult or unlikable, but the reality is quite the opposite. Saying no gracefully with calm assurance shows self-awareness and courage. It demonstrates that you are in control of your life, that you are deliberate with your choices, and that you honor your priorities. Men instinctively respect women who can assert themselves without being aggressive, who can communicate their limits clearly, and who can hold their ground without drama. Boundaries signal maturity, strength, and emotional intelligence, all qualities that inspire admiration. Boundaries also create clarity in relationships. When a woman communicates her expectations openly, it removes confusion and misunderstanding. It allows men to see exactly who she is, what she values, and what she will not compromise. This level of honesty and self-respect is magnetic because it encourages others to rise to her standard rather than take advantage of her kindness. Men respect women who are consistent in their boundaries, who do not waver depending on the situation or the person. It shows that she values herself too much to settle for anything less than respect and fairness. Another powerful aspect of boundaries is how they reflect self-confidence. A woman who sets boundaries is essentially saying, "I know my worth, and I will not trade it for temporary approval or convenience." There's a quiet power in this kind of confidence, a magnetic presence that draws people in while simultaneously establishing respect. Men are naturally drawn to women who know their limits, who maintain their dignity, and who make it clear that they will not compromise their integrity. It's not about being rigid or controlling. It's about being clear, intentional, and self-assured. Boundaries also teach people how to treat you. Without them, people can overstep, take advantage, or underestimate your value. But when a woman communicates her limits firmly but kindly, she sets the tone for how others should engage with her. Men notice this because it signals emotional maturity and strength. They respect women who demand healthy interactions and who cultivate relationships that are balanced and reciprocal. Ultimately, setting boundaries is about self-respect, and self-respect is the foundation for every interaction in life. It's about protecting your energy, honoring your time, and making conscious choices that align with your values. Men don't just respect boundaries, they admire them, and they are naturally drawn to women who understand that respect must be given and received in equal measure. So, embrace your boundaries. Speak up when something doesn't feel right. Say no when it matters without guilt or fear. Respect yourself first, and the world will follow. And remember this, the moment you set a boundary, you teach others exactly how to treat you. The way you speak has a power far greater than most people realize. Every word you choose, every pause you take, communicates who you are and what you value. Men instinctively notice women who speak with thought and purpose because it shows clarity, intelligence, and confidence. It's not about using big words or trying to impress. It's about being intentional with your communication, about saying what you mean and meaning what you say. When a woman speaks this way, men naturally listen. They pay attention. They respect her because she respects herself enough to express her thoughts clearly and authentically. Speaking with thought and purpose begins with knowing yourself. It's about understanding your values, your opinions, and your boundaries, and then communicating them without hesitation or apology. Men respect women who do not mumble their way through conversations just to be agreeable. They notice the ones who express themselves confidently without over-explaining or seeking constant approval. There is a magnetic quality in someone who can articulate their perspective while remaining calm and composed. When you speak with intention, you set the tone for how others interact with you, and respect follows naturally. Clarity is essential. Many women fall into the trap of overcomplicating their words because they fear being misunderstood or judged. But the truth is, simplicity often has the greatest impact. Thoughtful, concise speech demonstrates self-assurance. It shows that you know what you want to say, and you trust that your words have weight. Men respect women who can communicate clearly, without unnecessary fluff, without fear of being honest, and without needing to embellish the truth. They see authenticity, and authenticity commands respect. Purposeful speech also means listening. It's not enough to just talk well. A woman who truly commands respect knows when to speak and when to listen. Active listening demonstrates empathy, awareness, and emotional intelligence. Men notice when a woman absorbs what they say, asks meaningful questions, and responds thoughtfully. This balance between speaking and listening signals maturity and depth, and it makes interactions far more meaningful. It's a subtle behavior, but it has a profound impact on the way men perceive and respect women. The tone of your voice, the pacing of your words, and even the pauses you take all matter. Men notice when a woman speaks with calm authority rather than frantic urgency. They notice when she doesn't rush to fill every silence, when she chooses her words carefully instead of reacting impulsively. There is strength in restraint, and there is power in speaking only when you have something of value to say. This doesn't mean you are reserved or distant. It means you are intentional, and intention is magnetic. Every conversation is an opportunity to demonstrate your worth. It's an opportunity to show that you think, that you care, and that you engage with the world deliberately. Men respect women who do not speak just to be heard, but who speak to be understood. They respect the woman who can express her opinions without diminishing others, who can disagree without being combative, and who can assert herself without demanding dominance. These are behaviors that go far beyond words. They are reflections of character, intelligence, and integrity. So choose your words carefully. Speak with clarity, honesty, and intention. Listen with attention and respond with thoughtfulness. Make every interaction a reflection of the confident, self-aware, and purposeful woman you are. And remember this: when you speak with thought and purpose, respect follows naturally, because the world can feel the weight of your presence in every word. There is an undeniable power in showing genuine interest in others. It sounds simple, almost too simple, but the truth is, this behavior sets a woman apart in ways that are both subtle and profound. Men respect women who truly listen, who ask meaningful questions, and who engage with curiosity and empathy. It's not about pretending to care or performing politeness. It's about connecting on a human level, about valuing someone else's perspective, and about making people feel seen and understood. When a woman does this, she radiates warmth, intelligence, and authenticity, and those qualities earn respect effortlessly. Showing genuine interest begins with presence. It's easy to nod along while your mind is elsewhere, but a woman who is fully engaged in a conversation demonstrates respect for the person speaking. Men notice this immediately. They notice when you maintain eye contact, when your body language is open and inviting, when your questions go beyond surface level small talk. These are subtle behaviors, but they carry enormous weight. They communicate that you are confident enough not to dominate the conversation, strong enough to value someone else's perspective, and secure enough to engage without needing to control the interaction. Empathy is at the heart of genuine interest. When a woman listens with empathy, she doesn't just hear words. She understands feelings. She picks up on the nuances, the emotions behind what's being said, and she responds in a way that acknowledges and honors that. Men respect this deeply because it is rare. Many people are so focused on themselves or on projecting an image that they miss these moments of connection. But a woman who can tune in, who can show that she truly understands and cares, creates a powerful bond that cannot be ignored. Respect grows naturally in the presence of such authenticity. It's also about asking questions that matter. Thoughtful questions demonstrate curiosity, intelligence, and attentiveness. They show that you are not only listening, but also engaging with depth. Men respect women who challenge them intellectually, who inspire them to think, and who value meaningful conversation over superficial chatter. This doesn't mean interrogating or putting someone on the spot. It means engaging with care and insight, sparking dialogue that feels alive and genuine. When you take the time to truly connect, people notice, and respect follows because respect is born from recognition of value. Another essential element is remembering details. A woman who recalls what someone has shared before, whether it's a story, a preference, or a challenge signals that she pays attention, that she values the relationship, and that she invests emotionally. Men respect women who demonstrate that they notice, who remember, and who care enough to follow up. This is not just courtesy, it's a reflection of character and emotional intelligence. It shows that you understand the importance of human connection and that you honor the people in your life. Finally, showing genuine interest is about consistency. It's not enough to be attentive only when convenient or when it serves you. Respect grows when people see that your interest and empathy are authentic, consistent, and reliable. Men are drawn to women who engage sincerely, who care deeply, and who offer this presence naturally without ulterior motives. It is this quiet, steady, and genuine engagement that sets a woman apart and earns admiration effortlessly. So, listen deeply, ask thoughtfully, and connect genuinely. Value people for who they are, not for what they can give you. Men will notice, and respect will follow naturally, because true presence and empathy are rare, and they are powerful beyond measure. And remember, this genuine interest in others is not just a behavior. It is a reflection of your heart, and respect grows wherever your heart is fully present. There is a quiet strength in maintaining emotional composure, and it is one of the most powerful ways a woman earns respect. Life is full of challenges, unexpected twists, and moments that test our patience, and how we respond to these situations reveals our character more than anything else. Men notice women who can stay calm under pressure, who handle conflict with grace, and who do not let their emotions control their actions. Emotional composure is not about suppressing feelings or pretending everything is fine. It's about understanding your emotions, managing them with intention, and responding in a way that is measured, thoughtful, and confident. Composure begins with self-awareness. A woman who knows herself recognizes her triggers, understands her emotional patterns, and takes responsibility for her reactions. Men respect women who do not blame others for their feelings, who do not allow frustration or anger to dominate their interactions, and who approach challenges with a level-headed mindset. There is a magnetic quality in someone who can experience intense emotions and yet remain poised, someone who can acknowledge what they feel without allowing it to dictate their decisions. This kind of maturity and balance commands respect effortlessly. It's also about choosing your responses carefully. Life will present moments when it would be easy to react impulsively, to lash out, or to overreact. But a woman who exercises restraint demonstrates strength. She responds instead of reacting, considers the consequences of her actions, and communicates in ways that build understanding rather than tension. Men notice this, and they respect it deeply. They respect a woman who does not let her emotions run wild, who can face adversity with calm determination, and who approaches difficult conversations with clarity and composure. Maintaining composure does not mean avoiding feelings or bottling them up. It means processing them internally, reflecting on what they signify, and expressing them in a way that is constructive rather than destructive. Men respect women who can navigate their emotions thoughtfully, who can articulate what they feel without drama, and who can maintain dignity even in moments of vulnerability. Emotional intelligence is magnetic because it signals maturity, stability, and the ability to handle life's complexities without chaos. There is also a subtle but profound confidence that comes from composure. A woman who can remain calm in the face of stress signals to those around her that she is grounded, resilient, and reliable. Men notice this because it creates a sense of safety and trust. They are drawn to women who can weather storms without losing themselves, who remain balanced when others are flustered, and who maintain a sense of control over their lives. This is not about being emotionless, it is about being self-possessed, strong, and intentional. Another element of emotional composure is patience. Life does not always move at our preferred pace, and challenges do not always resolve themselves quickly. A woman who can remain patient, who can take a step back and wait for the right moment to act or speak, demonstrates wisdom and discernment. Men respect patience because it reflects thoughtfulness, foresight, and the ability to handle situations with a steady hand rather than impulsive emotion. So, cultivate composure. Learn to observe your emotions without letting them control you. Approach every challenge with calmness, clarity, and intention. Respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Men will notice and respect will follow naturally because emotional composure is a rare strength, and strength commands respect. And remember this, the way you handle your emotions speaks louder than words ever could, and composure is the silent language of respect. Living with integrity and consistency is one of the most powerful behaviors a woman can cultivate, and it is a trait that men notice immediately. Integrity is more than simply being honest. It is about aligning your actions with your values, about being true to yourself in every situation, and about walking through life in a way that reflects who you really are. Men respect women who do what they say they will do, who follow through on their promises, and who are reliable in both words and actions. There is a quiet power in a woman whose life demonstrates authenticity and accountability. Consistency is the bridge that connects integrity to respect. It's one thing to act with integrity occasionally, but it's another to make it a constant in every interaction, every choice, and every decision. Men notice when a woman is consistent because it signals stability, trustworthiness, and maturity. When you show up the same way every day, when your actions match your words, and when your principles are unwavering, you create a presence that commands respect effortlessly. People instinctively trust us, those who are predictable in their integrity, because they know what to expect, and trust is the foundation of respect. Living with integrity requires courage. It means standing up for what you believe in, even when it's uncomfortable, even when others may not understand. It means refusing to compromise your values for approval, for convenience, or for temporary gain. Men respect women who demonstrate this courage because it is rare. Many people choose the easy path, the path of least resistance, or the path that avoids conflict. But a woman who lives with integrity shows strength, character, and self-respect. She shows that she will not waver for the opinions of others and that her moral compass guides her actions consistently. Consistency also fosters credibility. When a woman demonstrates integrity over time, her words carry weight and her actions inspire confidence. Men notice when a woman is dependable, when she honors her commitments, and when she behaves the same way in private as she does in public. This authenticity is magnetic because it communicates reliability and trustworthiness. People are naturally drawn to those who live in alignment with their values because it makes them feel safe, respected, and understood. Another element of integrity is accountability. A woman who owns her mistakes, who acknowledges when she has been wrong, and who takes responsibility for her actions shows remarkable strength. Men respect this because it reflects humility, honesty, and maturity. Accountability is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. It signals that you are secure in yourself, that you are willing to learn and grow, and that you are not afraid to face the consequences of your choices. This level of self-awareness and responsibility elevates respect naturally and effortlessly. Living with integrity and consistency also inspires others to elevate themselves. When a woman leads by example, when she holds herself to high standards, and when she acts with unwavering authenticity, she sets the tone for everyone around her. Men notice this because it challenges them to match her standard of behavior and respect. They are drawn to women whose lives reflect honesty, reliability, and strength because it creates an environment of trust, admiration, and admiration for character. So, live with integrity. Be consistent in your actions, true to your values, and accountable for your choices. Make authenticity a habit, not an occasional effort. Men will notice and respect will follow naturally because integrity and consistency are not just behaviors, they are reflections of the woman you are at your core. And remember this, respect is drawn to authenticity, and there is nothing more magnetic than a woman who lives her truth consistently.